How's everybody doing today? We're out here at Market Common in Myrtle Beach. This used to be the old Myrtle Beach Air Force Base. And they've gone in and renovated everything and put some new homes out here and a bunch of restaurants. And we have a variety of houses out here, from colonial style houses they've built to brick townhomes and several subdivisions out here. I want to say it's approximately about 3,000 to 4,000 people that have moved in this area just within the past 2 or 3 years. As you can see, it has sidewalks out here, plenty of activities and lakes out here for people to engage in family-oriented activities. And they have a bunch of shops over to my right over here. We'll ride through here and I'll show you that. And incredible concept out here. This place actually, when the Air Force Base was closed, they didn't know what they were going to do with it out here. But they actually took time and went in and did a great redevelopment plan. And real estate value out here has gone up a lot since they've done all this. This is actually in the city of Myrtle Beach. And on the right over here, we have some of our restaurants and outdoor patio activity here. We also have a movie theater right here, Barnes & Noble's bookstore. Really nice concept. A lot of great restaurants out here as well. Gordon Biersch, P.F. Chang, King Street Grill. And over on the right down here, we're going to have the movie theater. I'll take you around the back. This is actually next to the Myrtle Beach International Airport. That is to the very back. You have general aviation at the back here. And then if you go out, make a right, you go into the main gate of the airport on Highway 17 bypass. And Highway 17 business would be to my right over there. But today, actually, we're going to talk about some, in our video, some blockchain stuff regarding companies locating in the United States. We've actually had some companies from California come to different places now. Since Silicon Valley, the price out there is so high to do business real estate wise, and some of your smaller companies are actually coming to places like North Carolina and Texas and Georgia, even Orlando, Florida. That's become a kind of a blockchain, or tech, I should say, center here lately, with a lot of innovation going on. So we're starting to see some growth, and the blockchain industry is actually developing a lot. It has a lot of jobs. So I'll show you some of the jobs that they have, like in the Raleigh-Durham market. So this is here to stay. Blockchain is something that's not going to go away, and a lot of these tokens, they have real utility. They're going to be great, I think. Well, we'll go ahead and take a look at that, and we'll go from here.
Good evening. How's everybody doing today? What we got here, guys? We got some information that came out today on Ripple XRP, which basically is showing that Ripple actually is working with, or trying to work with, excuse me, Uber, Airbnb, and Google. They have visited those facilities this week, and they're trying to get some partnerships established. And I'll say trying. I mean, it's nothing in concrete yet, and you know, maybe they're not allowed to give all the information at one time due to non-disclosure agreements. But as you can see, the XRP is getting out there. They have they already have 300 partners. You know, American Express, PNC Bank, Santander, SBI Japan, trying to increase on-demand liquidity, basically transferring money around the world. 20 central banks, because there's a need for this token. This token is a bridge currency. You know, it can transfer currency from the United States to England in 3 seconds and transfer it from US dollars to euros. That's incredible. That's something that we need. Liquidity is the key to any business. I can guarantee you all of these businesses, like for example, retail, this weekend, Black Friday, if those businesses could get those credit card payments as soon as the people swipe their cards, instead of having to wait and have those outlandish fees and so forth, they would do it in a heartbeat. And it's going to, I mean, it's going to take some time, but eventually I think businesses are going to come around. They're going to realize that their bottom line is they can make more money by using a digital asset like XRP to move their currencies. And you're going to see that R3 Corridor actually deals with with many credit card companies. That's going to help too. The main thing I think in the United States is to get regulations passed where everything is regulated, where we can have these corridors to go from one country to the other country. Now, anybody who talks about digital assets says we don't need government intervention. They're bullcrap. If they think Bitcoin is going to be some kind of anarchist coin that's going to disrupt and take the place of cash, they're full of it. They have no idea what they're talking about. That's not going to happen. You have to do like XRP and Ripple, work with regulators. They have an office in Washington, D.C. They just opened a few weeks ago. They know what they're doing. They're smart. And this is the right way to do it. Anybody tells you different, I mean, I'm sorry. But this is the correct way that they're doing it the correct way. And it's just a matter of time to get Congress involved. Congress, I know the way D.C. operates, they're not going to be happy to get their kickbacks out of this. And in my opinion, this is my honest opinion, Maxine Waters, Nancy Pelosi, they do not need to be in Congress. I don't think they have really any idea what's going on. I'm sorry, they don't. I mean, there's people on the Democrat and Republican side both that have no idea what in the world you're talking about. I mean, you might as well be talking about space aliens in a spaceship coming down in some of these congressional meetings to them. And I think all Congress people and senators, to be honest with you, should be drug tested. They should be drug tested at least once a week, once a month. Because I think a lot of them are so peeled up, they have no idea what in the hell is going on. And that is my opinion. I mean, that's the way what I see. I'm sorry. But moving on here, actually, Charles Schwab actually just purchased TD Ameritrade. So TD Ameritrade announced last year they're getting into digital assets, a trading platform. And Charles Schwab is not going to be left out. I've heard rumors from Wall Street this was going to happen, and it really did happen. So it's one of the few rumors that actually did come true. But actually, this is going to be like a big ETF. Like it can become a ETF Pro is actually telling us that it can become a powerhouse with that, and they see what's going to happen, along with Grayscale and other places. And speaking of Grayscale, actually, this came out today on XRP. Grayscale said that XRP is less decentralized than BTC, Ethereum, and other cryptos due to institutions. Well, you know what? They can say that, but XRP, I think, it's 93% of their nodes are decentralized, which is a lot. For Bitcoin, over half of the Bitcoin are mined in China. It's controlled by the Chinese government. And that is a fact. That is a fact. And these are articles that come out. Anytime you see articles coming out about a company, it means they're doing something right. I remember when Apple came out with the iPhone, there were articles like this all the time. And other companies, like I said, Sirius Radio before, it was a few cents. And it was bashed by the media. I mean, non-stop. $7 right now. I wish I had it. That's only $700,000 I would have right now if I had that. So don't listen to these outlets. Do your own research and hold on. I don't day trade. I look at the fundamentals. That's what I look at. And I think that's what everybody, in my opinion, that's what everybody should look at. I'm not an investment advisor, but hey, do what you want to. But my theory is to get a ledger and hold on to it and keep it safe. Look back, in a couple of years, 5 years from now, you may be surprised. You may be, just saying. One of the topics also I wanted to talk about was blockchain companies. Jobs are coming more prevalent now. Typed on the Raleigh-Durham area right here, Research Triangle Park. Variety of technology firms are there, IBM's there. And actually, there are a lot of blockchain jobs in the Raleigh area. You have 237 blockchain jobs right here in the Raleigh area on LinkedIn. And as you can see, they pay very well. And here's the thing I learned about with the classes I just took in blockchain. Not a lot of people are familiar with smart contracts, decentralized apps. For my smart contracts class, to me, it was kind of hard doing the smart contract. A lot of stuff I was unfamiliar with. A buddy of mine from Saudi Arabia actually helped me out with it. But I actually emailed about 10 different computer science departments at 10 large universities in the Carolinas. Some of these universities, I won't give names, very well known academically. And a couple, well, about 3 of them emailed me back. And they told me that they have no knowledge of blockchain technology. And these are computer scientists. They didn't know what a smart contract was or any of the terminology or how to do that. So it's a very new field, and they're going to have a hard time finding people for that. What the Research Triangle Park does, and a lot of technology companies in America, if you can't find people that have the experience here in the U.S., they outsource. It may be for a lower price. They may go to another country like China or India, bring people over here on a visa to work for 6 months or a year to fill that need. You know, the U.S., like I said, we're way behind. Asia, other countries are already using a lot of this technology. They're partnering with the VeChains, the Ripples, and companies like that. So it's going to be interesting to see how this goes. But there are jobs out there. There really are. And IBM, I mean, Hyperledger, IBM, if this stuff wasn't going to be around, you want to have companies put millions and millions of dollars into it like IBM. You want to have that. So a lot of these real utility tokens that have a use case will be very important, I feel, in the future. And another thing I want to talk about is decentralization. Decentralization, as far as social media goes, a lot of times you have Facebook, you have Google, or Facebook, maybe YouTube, Twitter. You have a central figure, actually, that's monitoring your information. And if they don't like it, they can take it down if it's inappropriate or what have you. And with decentralized platforms, it's on a peer-to-peer basis. So each person is, kind of determines what makes the rules. And hopefully that's what we'll move to. And I'll give you a good example of that right here. This lady up the road in North Carolina, in coastal North Carolina, she has a social media channel. She has 2 or 3. And you can find her if you go to YouTube, type in Banshee Moon, B-A-N-S-H-E-E Moon. And she's in her 50s, actually. Her husband puts different videos, her workout videos, her videos on the beach, a variety of stuff. And YouTube has had her up here for about, I want to say 5 or 6 years. And other social media platforms as well. She's on Facebook, so to speak. And one of the social media platforms, I won't give the name of it, she was getting monetized for some of her work. They did away with her monetization not long ago. The reason they did that, they didn't find it appropriate, I guess, to have a lady in a bikini, on their channel. I mean, big deal. I mean, there's other stuff way worse than that on their channel. If you would go to their channel and look, I mean, that is, totally uncalled for. I think decentralized applications, decentralized apps like the Holo chain, Holo ports that you can use to, as a node, it serves as a node, basically. You're going to have stuff like that. It's going to be more popular, I think, in the future, because people, you don't want to, you put all your time and effort into a channel or a platform, and that's taken away, and what you're making from that, your income, source of revenue, is taken away because some central authority figure doesn't like it. I mean, it should be based on peer-to-peer. But that will be interesting to see what happens. And hopefully, these companies are not going to pay Congress off to keep regulations back. I hope not. But that's all we have for right now. And I wish you folks a great Thanksgiving here in the United States. And those of you abroad in other countries, I hope your week is great. And everybody have a great evening. Thank you for watching. Oh, and also, guys, we have some property here in Myrtle Beach. I was getting ready to leave. Actually, going through the market comment area at the beginning of this video, and it shows actually some properties that we have here. You guys can look at that. Just go to basically to the MLS, basically, and this shows different properties around town. If you're looking at investment property like a condo, we have those here. We have affordable homes here, actually, right at the beach. As you can see right here, some investment properties too as well, and pretty good variety of homes up here and condos to choose from. This is actually my neighborhood right here. I mean, that's a great deal right there. I mean, that's not bad. So investment properties we have here. I mean, variety of stuff here in the Myrtle Beach area. So give that a look, and everybody have a great day. Thank you for watching.